Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, and welcome to Coffee Talk. I am on the right day today, so I want to welcome you all to Karen's Vintage Montreal. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. You can like, share, comment. I welcome all your comments, and I will respond to you. So thank you. I have a new coffee mug. Actually, it's not, I bought it a few weeks ago. And this is a William Morris design. When I had my needlepoint shop, I don't know, 30 years ago, I was obsessed with William Morris. William Morris was an arts and craft designer in Victorian England, textile designer. And in our store, we had a lot of his designs, needlepoint designs, so which I still have. So I love his patterns and his designs, and I'm obsessed. I've always been obsessed with him. So here's my William Morris mug today. A little housekeeping. If you're new here, please register. The link will be below the video. And if you see anything that you like, just email me. I will reserve it for you and then send you a PayPal invoice. All that is listed below. Every item that you see today will be listed below with the timestamp, the price, and the description. So it's all very, very clear. If you're not sure of anything, just send me an email and I'll answer you as quickly as possible. Please remember that all the prices are in Canadian dollars. So if you're American, just think less. That's the easiest way. It's about, I don't know, 28 to 28% less. So yeah, if you need help with the calculation, you can always reach out to me. A little coffee. It's been a week. So I got back from my weekend away on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, my daughter, who was due to have her baby boy on July 9th, the baby boy decided to come early. So Thursday night, she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. And so that was super exciting, panicky, rushed, it was something. And she knew that she was going to have a C-section. And so that was Thursday night. 1 minute to midnight, the baby was born. And yesterday, by 1 o'clock, she was home. So it's incredible. They just don't keep you in the hospital anymore. So so she's home. Baby and mom are doing well. Father is surviving. And it's exciting. So that's my fourth grandchild. So I'm very, very excited. Today I have, I always say this, I have an eclectic mix, but I have some things that are very different. And we'll see how that goes. But, these are things that I did pick up in Prince Edward Island and things that I picked up since. Beautiful pieces, a lot of brooches, pins, a lot of glass and pearls, and of course some acrylic and some lucite. And I have a HEIDI DAUS piece that is spectacular. So let's get to it. The first thing I want to show you is this. Now it's so funny because I picked this up in Prince Edward Island. And then when I got back, Leslie of Black Dog Vintage did a haul video, and she had, I don't know if it's the identical one, but very, very similar. This is 5 inches long, and it's so pretty. I just love this. It is so pretty. I don't think it's an old brooch. It's not an old brooch, but I don't know. It's just a very beautifully done enamel. All the rhinestones are there. Really, really pretty. Now what's nice about this one is that I also have this one. And I love that they're facing each other. This one is 2.5 inches. This one is signed keys. So this one is an older brooch. And really, really pretty. And I just love that they could be a set. They're not a set, but they could be a set. So it would be nice if they stayed together. So those two are lovely. The next one I have is this, and I got a lot of comments on this because I showed this in a short. This is super pretty, unsigned, but look at how gorgeous that is. Little pearls in a pea pod. This is 2¼ inches. And beautiful. Just really, really pretty. The enamel work on it is perfect. It's just a gorgeous little brooch. I like that. Next up we have this, which is very interesting. It's another Celtic cross. I had one on Thursday, which sold. Copy. And I also have this one. Now this one is silver. It tests as silver, but I think it's a low grade. I think it's like 800 silver. Look at how lovely that is. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the red stone tests as a ruby. When I put this on the Presidium, and went whoop, all the way like almost to diamond. So this is not to diamond, but it is, I believe it's a ruby. This is a very typical style of a Celtic cross. It is lovely. It is 2 inches, almost 2 inches long. So very, very beautiful. I love that one. Stunning. This is a Bakelite pendant. I love the 3 colors, the modern design of it. The center is almost 1.5 inches. If you look at it on a torque, it could be pretty. Don't look at this, but you know, really pretty. So this is kind of fun. Definitely Bakelite. I just love the way it's done. So that is here. And then I have another pendant, which I showed from the video that I did from Prince Edward Island. And this is an abalone and sterling silver horn. But look at the design. I mean, it's just like, you know, it would just sit there. I love that. I just find this different than, you know, ones that are normally hanging, just hanging straight down. So I thought that was really, really pretty. It's marked sterling 925. And beautiful. So that's, yeah, I don't know if you can see the signature. There you go. So sterling 925. And it tests as sterling. It's beautiful. It's a very, very nice piece of abalone. So I like that a lot too. Now the next thing you'll notice, I know people often comment that I'm always wearing the same earrings. Well, I always wear my diamond earrings. They're just like, they just stay in my ears. So, but you may have noticed that I'm not wearing them because I wanted to show you these. These are crystal, not rock crystal, they're glass. Chandelier earrings. Now, I think these are fun. I mean, not at 7 in the morning. Not at 7 in the morning fun, but they're fun. I wanted to show them to you because next up is this necklace. And, you know, it's a look. So these are chandelier earrings, clip-ons, and really fun. I would say they're a little bit, you know, they're not light, but they're comfortable. I mean, I don't usually wear anything that's very heavy. As you can tell, I always wear the same earring. But I could definitely wear these out for dinner or something like that. But aren't they fun? I mean, I think that with crystal, a glass necklace, even this. I mean, this is a spectacular necklace, which I'm getting to. But they're really, really pretty. So I wanted to show you that. So these are the crystal drop, and they are 2.5 inches. So I don't know, kind of like that. So put those aside for now. Now we're going to talk about this. This is a vintage 1930s Art Deco necklace. It is signed Doso. When I did research on it, it was designed by Esha, Randael, Shreiber, and Hiller. It's abalone. It's not silver. It's silver tone. Let me get it off. I know this is going to happen with some of the jewelry today because some of the pieces are a little bit challenging, shall I say, for me. Okay. This is stunning. All the stones are there. And you've got those pieces of abalone. The back is silver. It does not test as silver. It sure looks like silver. You know, maybe it's a very low grade. It is signed Doso on the back. It is just a beautiful, classic, elegant piece. Now I'm going to show it to you on the bust. I have so much to show you today. Oh my God. Here we go. Maybe you can get a better look. This is a gorgeous piece. You know, it's almost 100 years old. So this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. It is 14 to 15 and a half. And I love that. The Art Deco period is my favorite period. I just love everything linear, and so that's a beauty. Really, really pretty piece. And you can Google that. You could screenshot that if you want, and you'll find it. I think there's one on eBay. But This is lovely. Really, really nice. Now, next up, I have, I had mentioned when I was in Prince Edward Island that I had 2 crystal necklaces that I thought maybe were rock crystal, but they weren't. So this is the first one. It is 15 inches. Now these are like perfect together because they're, I'm gonna just hold it up. This is 15 inches. If you look at it, the clasp has a crystal on it. I mean, these are old. And then look at the faceting on this and the sparkle. These, the 2 that I'm showing you are exceptional weight. They're gorgeous. They were obviously created by the same person. And this one is 24 inches. This one looks like maybe the part of the clasp was repaired, but it works perfectly. And then this is the same crystals. So, and I bought them at the same time. So these worn together, you know, I would wear them together. These worn together would be beautiful. But it's nice to have the option of not wearing them together. These are stunning. Stunning, stunning crystals. Yeah, this is very nice. These I found in Prince Edward Island. Some random little store on the highway. I would say the store was, I don't know. It was like a little shack full of gorgeous stuff. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. This, I also found at another place in Prince Edward Island, and this I'm in love with. It's glass, 4 strands, of beautifulness. Yeah, I love this. This is really pretty. And blue, which is nice. Unusual. I don't have a lot of blue. So this is really a gorgeous piece. Also, very nice quality, nice weight. This is beautiful. It's not AB. Beautiful sparkle, faceting, different shapes of beads. Then you've got the caps on there as well, if you can see that. This is a beautiful piece. I don't know why I'm selling it. No, it is a beautiful piece. And I have a lot of glass. I've got to say no sometimes. I have to. I must. This piece, very interesting, is short, also glass, 16 to 18 inches. Now what's interesting about this is that the top ones are glass up until about here. And then the bottom ones are rock crystal. Why they mixed it, I don't know. But these are definitely rock crystal, and these are glass. So 16 to 18 inches. Beautiful. You know, it's pretty. This with the chandelier earrings, it'll be really, really nice. Oh my deck is finished, so I'm really happy about that. All done, and unfortunately, I sold my house about, I don't know, 8 years ago now. It was quite a large house, not far from where I am right now. And then I didn't want to go to a condo, so I bought, it's like a lower duplex condo, so I'm on the ground floor. I still have a front door, still have a garden, so it was a good transition for me. And I have a single lady that lives upstairs in another condo, and so I finished my deck on, I don't know, yesterday or the day before, and she is starting her deck on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to go through that for a couple of days, but then it'll all be done. And I have another area down below in the garden where I can sit. So it'll be fine and everything will be brand new. So I'm excited about that. Next up we have this. Now this is on, I'm just gonna put this on because it's pretty. This is Blue Pearl. I have to put this, get it on. There we go. These are blue pearls, and it's on like a mesh chain, like several strands. 1, 2, 3, 6 strands. And then you have this pendant at the bottom. So I thought this was pretty. These are authentic pearls. And I just thought it was lovely. Great summer piece, easy to wear, even with what I'm wearing. It's like really pretty. I'm wearing a white t-shirt. It's like, you know, goes with everything. But this is a great summer piece. It's lightweight, easy to wear. You can see that this is chain. Like a wire, metal wiring. And then you've got this at the bottom. I just thought this was different, something different. This is great for vacation, or it's just a great summertime piece. So that is here. This is unusual. Not unusual, but I mean, when I looked this up, it was attributed to Austria. A lot of the ones that I saw said that they were Austrian. These are glass beads. You've got topaz color beads, and then you've got these milky beads. I mean, I love the combination of this. So this is 17 to 19 inches. It's a nice length. I don't know, I just love these pieces. I would love to see the people who wore these, you know, to see their style. Look at how pretty that is. Just like throw that on with a white shirt. I love that. This is very easy to wear. This is like, to me, this is an everyday piece. You know, you could wear this with anything. And I love the milky white. So it's really nice. Different combination. Really, really pretty. And it's got the old clasp, you know, the fish hook, the little hook. Yeah. I always get mixed up with the names of things. You know, the other day I called foxtail. It should have been foxtail, and I called it fishtail. I go, what was I watched a part of the video back, and I'm like, what was I saying? Anyway, you know, we all make mistakes. All right. After that little number, we have these beautiful, authentic, gorgeous, slightly graduated 20-inch pearls with a sterling silver clasp. You have to be careful because sometimes when a clasp just says silver, sometimes it's not silver. You have to make sure you test it. This does test silver. So these are gorgeous, gorgeous pearls. Very, very, very slightly, they're all the same, I would say, when I'm looking at it closer, but the bottom ones here are bigger, but just beautiful. I mean, this is a great piece to layer or to wear alone. I mean, 20 inches is a fabulous length. So these are here. These are beautiful. I think these are absolutely great quality. If you don't have white pearls, this would be a great, because with this length, you can also shorten it in the back, you know, with a little pin. So you could wear it higher up or you could have it a little bit longer. This is a very flexible length. And if you don't have pearls, this is a great length to start with. These are beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Now, where are my HEIDI DAUS collectors? I'm a HEIDI DAUS collector, and I have a lot of HEIDI DAUS sitting in a box. I do not own this particular piece. I got this from a really nice lady who told me that she has a box full of things in her basement that her mother had passed away. Her mother was a compulsive shopper, and that she was going to call me when she went through the rest of the stuff. But this was the first piece she sold me. This is called the Deco Master Clasp necklace. Now, if you watch HEIDI DAUS on QVC or, you know, TSC in Canada, you would probably recognize this piece. This is probably one of her most versatile pieces. So this is the whole thing when you're wearing the whole thing. Okay, it's very long, goes all the way down under my chest. So this is the whole piece, wearing it as is. Now, what's interesting about this piece, it's called the Deco Master Clasp because, you know, there's a lot of clasps going on here. This here disconnects and you could attach it here and wear this shorter. So it could be worn like this, okay? So now you've got sort of a 18 to 20 inch necklace, okay? Then, if you did that, you would have this piece here left. This piece could be worn as a choker. Joins with the clasp as a choker. Or this piece can be taken apart into two pieces and made two bracelets. So if you wore the two bracelets, you would have the two bracelets and then you would have this. So there are a million ways you can wear this necklace. And I love the turquoise. I love this necklace. I had to talk myself out of keeping it. I had long conversations with myself. But this is a very, one of her most versatile designs. So you can see the Deco style all of her stones. The bracelet would have the stones. So the clasp is here. So if you wore it as a bracelet, I'll take one off. I don't want to start removing the whole thing because this is the bracelet. Now this, I love this piece because I can see the million ways that I would wear the million ways that I would wear this. I love it also. Let me just show you how it can be worn. That is fabulous. I knew that this piece would take a little bit more time. So you could wear it like this, and then, I'm just leaving it sort of hanging there, and then you could wear the shorter one like that. I mean, there's so many ways that you can wear this piece. It is just fabulous. And what's nice about this, it comes with a little explanation guide. And it's a total giftable. So this is the box. So if you wanted to give it as a gift, you have the whole package. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful necklace. Now I see the HEIDI DAUS pieces selling. The prices are going up and up and up. And this is, I would say this is a collector piece. And it's versatile. You could actually wear that piece. So there's my thoughts on HEIDI DAUS. I am a big HEIDI DAUS fan. And I've said it before that I think, I know people hate this, but I'm gonna say it. It's a future vintage piece. I know that with time, everything becomes vintage. I've heard it all. But I think this is a piece that people will be collecting like they collect all the other pieces of the 50s, you know, the Julianas and the Kramers and the, you know, people will be looking for HEIDI DAUS because her quality is exceptional. I feel naked without my earrings. There we go. Okay. The next piece I have is this outrageous but beautiful piece. So this is, it's not old, but I love it. And I think that it's super fun. Look at this brooch. Now the pin goes this way. I couldn't leave this in the store in Prince Edward Island. I said, this has to come to Montreal and find a home. It's 4 inches by 2.5 inches. And I call this the U shape, because I see a U, the U-shaped bling brooch. This is total bling. This on a coat. I mean, if you could, well, I think on a coat, this would be spectacular. So this is here. Very, very, very pretty, unusual. It's not old, but it's, I love the fun of it, the whimsy of it. And you could do something fun with that. For sure. Now this one is old. This is, let me just close it so I don't stab myself. This is a milk glass pinwheel brooch. Really pretty. I love the milk glass. This would be beautiful on glass necklace or white beads. This is a pretty pin. I love the white for the summer. All the rhinestones are there. This is the back. Unsigned. You know how I feel about that. I'm not going to get into all that. Now, this week I picked up 4 Crown TRIFARI brooches. They're all gold tone with pearls. I'm just showing one today, but if there's someone who is interested in all 4, just write me a message. Classic Crown TRIFARI gold tone brooch with pearls. You can see the signature there. Really, really pretty. I mean, this beautiful on pearls. Really, really nice. Love that. I find this classic. So there are 3 others. They're all around the same price. They're all the same price. So if you're interested in more than, I'll send you a picture of what I have, but I thought it would take too much time if I went through the 4 of the same thing, you know. This is sterling silver brooch Judith Jack. Two and a quarter inches wide. Enamel and marcasite. Gorgeous. This to me is classic. Very Judith Jack style. She did a lot of bows. This is beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Here's the back. It's marked sterling and JJ. Classicy, classicy. And then the last pin I have is something that I picked up this week. It's sterling silver with gold vermeil. It's not marked, but I tested it. A filigree butterfly, but look at the enameling on the wings. Pink and blue enameling. This is just beautiful. I love this. This is almost 2 inches. Almost 2 inches wide, but gorgeous. I mean, look at the detail of that. Really, really pretty. This is a special piece. I love this. I think the enameling makes it precious. So, love that. Now this, I showed in a short. I am in love with this piece. Again, I had to restrain myself from sticking it in my drawer. This is ERWIN Pearl, triple strand, glass pearls. Now this is classic Jackie Kennedy, Audrey Hepburn, anybody that you can think of that rocked pearls back in the day, this is it. These are spectacular. The weight of these are glass pearls. It's marked E-Pearl. And this is beautiful. I picked this up at a store, and I didn't realize until I got home that it was ERWIN Pearl. I hadn't seen the signature because it's inside here, and I wasn't looking for it there. I was looking for it on the clasp. On the inside, I don't know, I just missed it in the store, but I love them enough that I knew that they were quality. These are gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, to me, this is like stunning. They do sit properly, I just have. Yeah. Anyway, these are gorgeous. Probably my favorite of the day. All right, so those are there. Next up I have acrylic black and white. This is a sterling silver clasp on an acrylic necklace. I've shown these before because I'm pretty sure that these are a designer piece. The quality is amazing. Graduated black to these 3 white balls at the bottom. But the fact that they would put a sterling silver clasp on this, you know, obviously there must have been a tag on here at some point and fell off. But this is gorgeous. Just a fun summer piece. I love that. Yeah. So this is lovely, lovely, lovely. You know, summer's coming, so get out those acrylic pieces and have fun with them, you know? This one is Lucite. This one is really fun. This is on Foxtail. I got it right. Look at this. You've got the silver discs in between. This is good quality Lucite. Fun, fun summer piece. I love this piece. I love big chunky Lucite like this. I just think it's so... My mother used to wear Lucite. I remember she had a Lucite watch, a couple of Lucite watches. I think they were Anne Klein, if I'm not mistaken, and they used to clip on. It was like a cuff. The things you remember sometimes, you know? But this is just beautiful. It's got some weight to it. It's good quality. It's not flimsy. And this is just great. This would be great for the summer. Really, really, really cool. And now you all know I always close with a funky piece. And somehow the funky pieces always go. But this piece I picked up, and I'm going, okay, what is that? This is a beaded glass. It's going to be hard to show this because it's like, let me see if I can do it like this. This is a beaded choker. Now, I'm not going to put this on because I will never get it off. but look at this. It's a little bit big on me if I wanted to sit as a choker. I would say it's about 14 to 16 inches. But there was something about it I thought was so cool. Now the clasp is just the string. You've got 2 holes, and then you can put this in one of 2 holes. So if I put it on the smallest, there would be a way to adjust this. You just need somebody to do it. Okay, I'm putting it on so that, see, for me, I would prefer it to be more of a choker, but there, if I lift it up. But look at how fun that is. I just think that's super fun. It's different. It's, I couldn't quite figure out if this was artisan made. There's no tag on it. Somebody made this, but I felt like, wow, that's pretty creative. This is a very creative piece. And, you know, these parts here, you sort of have to fiddle with here to make them, you know, it's just, I love this piece. I think that this is really, really fun. It's different. And you know I like different. So this is what I was afraid of, that I wouldn't be able to get it off. But all right, we're gonna leave it on. We're gonna leave it on because I don't want to stress about it. So there you have it. Okay. So there you have it. That's everything that I wanted to show you today. It was a lot, I know. But I want to thank you all for being here. And on this Sunday morning, it is cloudy in Montreal. We got so much rain overnight, which is great for my gardens, but it's supposed to be a gorgeous day. We're expecting some very, very hot weather, like over 100 degrees. So over the next couple of days. So that'll be uncomfortable, but that's okay. After all the snow and cold weather we had, I welcome the heat. But I want to thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Please go down below and check out the prices. If there's anything that you see that you like, let me know as quickly as possible. I know some people were disappointed last week. Some things went very quickly. But, you know, that's the way it goes. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But I have some great things this week, and I will be back probably midweek, and I'm hoping to do a live on Thursday. So I just wanted to let you know that, just working out the details of that, it'll be Thursday afternoon. So I will confirm that this week. So that'll be exciting. So I want to thank you again. Have a great Sunday, and be well and be kind. See you soon.